local community radio station serving Liskeard, Looe, South East Cornwall and the world online and on social media platforms 24 hours a day. The best music, local news and chat all day and all night. Brought to you in association with Parks and Burn Property Consultants Liskeard, your local estate and lettings agent.
Good evening and welcome to Liskeard and Looe Radio. I'm Michael Sub, and today in the studio my guest is Tony Hacker, who is the organiser of the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride Looe. Good afternoon.
All right.
Okay, nice to have you here. Now, this is the second year of it, so I'm going to hand it over to you to let me know a little bit of the background, if you will, and what we can expect, because it's next Sunday, is it not? Sunday?
It's a week Sunday, Sunday 17th of May. So a bit of background to the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, the DGR. It's an annual charity motorcycle ride, but it's with a difference. So it started back in 2012 in Australia by a chap called Mark Hauer, and he was inspired. He wanted to raise some money for good causes, and he was inspired by watching Don Draper in Mad Dogs, who was known for being a character and for riding his motorbike wearing a very smart suit.
Okay.
So Mark thought that would be a good idea to use that as the basis of getting some attention. And he was into bikes as well. So the DGR is all about riders of classically styled motorcycles, ideally. We're not too strict on it, but ideally classically styled bikes. More importantly is that they're dressed in what we call dapper gear. So tweed is fantastic, pinstripes is good, ball gowns is great, and so on. So that creates a fantastic, unique look to the event. Now, it's a motorcycle event, but it's all carried out at a very sedate pace. So there's no racing, there's no wheelies or anything like that. And that also gets a lot of very positive interest and attention from the public. To the extent where now there are over 1,000 DGRs every year around the world, all carried out pretty much on the same day. And that involves over 100,000 riders and pillions. And to date, we've raised over £30 million. So it's a fantastically successful event worldwide. They're all over the UK. Raising funds for Movember. Movember is a very large international charity. What happens is the money goes to Movember, and then they filter the cash back down to your country. So we're raising money in the UK for UK charities, specifically to fund research into prostate cancer, and specifically to provide support for men's mental health. So it's all for a good cause, but it's a real spectacle, and it's tremendous fun to be part of it.
Now, I was part of it. I watched last year and it was absolutely fantastic. Now, just to be clarified as well, despite the title, Distinguished Gentleman's Ride,
yes,
and the clue is that ball gowns can come into it as well, we do have some ladies involved.
We have ladies involved, yeah. We are very, very broad church in terms of who can come along. Personally, and this is slightly off the DGR HQ script, I think it's more about the mentality of the people who get involved than the bikes and the way they dress. It's such a positive attitude on the day. Those involved absolutely love it, and that creates a really great, good feeling for anyone else around us. And that's why we've expanded the event in Looe when we get there on the 17th, but I'll come on to that in a minute.
Now, I was there last year, and there's nothing nicer than the sight, all those bikes coming over Looe Bridge, and coming down to West Looe Quay.
Absolutely.
And I believe that you've got some entertainment as well this year.
We have, yeah. So last year was the first time we brought DGR to South East Cornwall, and specifically to Looe. We thought that the quayside in West Looe was the perfect spot. And last year what we noticed was that we got a huge amount of public engagement. Now, because last year was the first time for DGR Looe, to be honest, we just focused all of our promotional activities on getting riders to sign up. We didn't really think about what would happen at the end too much. But
so making an event of it, really.
Yeah, exactly right. So because we noticed so many members of the public coming along and enjoying looking at the bikes, we wanted to lay on something more for them and create. We'd love to create it as more of an event for Looe, as instead of just a motorcycle ride out. So we've been very lucky in thanks to the Looe Harbour Commissioners securing the use of the covered quayside centre in West Looe. And so under that cover this year, what we're going to do is to lay on a little event, and we'd love the public to come along. It's free to attend, and we're laying on a few things of hopefully of interest to bikers and the public alike. So we've got some displays of old and new motorcycles, which creates a lot of interest to see how bikes have evolved over the years. So we've borrowed some old bikes, and one of our lead supporters, Ocean Triumph Motorcycles, are bringing along some new bikes. So there'll be a bike display. We've also got some small stands displaying. We've got Looe Skate Park to help them raise awareness for the funds that they are trying to generate for the new Looe Skate Park project. We've got a local charity based here in Liskeard called Man Down, which is a group supporting men's mental health locally, which is so on point. It's fantastic. We're delighted to have them come along. We've also got climate change display, and that's about a company that provides advice on climate change issues. And in fact, a company called Climate Vision, in fact, they were involved in helping advise on the Looe Harbour scheme. So that's all relevant. We've got a couple of police officers, so anyone coming along, behave yourselves, who are promoting Bike Safe, which is a UK-wide bike training campaign. And a few other bits and pieces, along with a very large quantity of fantastic motorbikes and dapper dressed individuals.
Now, the first thing to ask is, they are setting off from Plymouth?
Yeah, so it's a change this year. Last year we set off from the Eden project, but because we wanted to make more of an event of it this year, at both ends in fact, so Ocean Triumph Motorcycles in Plymouth kindly offered to allow us to start there. So we'll be starting at their dealership in Plymouth, and one of the huge advantages of that is that we'll be coming across the Tamar Bridge, and so the thought of seeing 80 bikes roll across the Tamar Bridge, we're just so excited about that. And so we've got local photographer Charlotte Atherton is providing event photography and videography, so we're hoping to capture some tremendous images of us coming over the Tamar. Then we'll be rolling down through the countryside into Looe, arriving in Looe Quayside at 11:45 is the target.
Okay.
And then around midday we've also got the very lovely local Alison Loyner, who's going to spark up with some classic singing tunes for us, just to keep everybody entertained.
Oh, lovely. Because one of the things, I mean, I know it was a lower key last time. It was a little bit different. It wasn't quite the event that you're trying to make it this year.
Exactly.
But one of the things I did notice that all your riders really did engage with the public. They were prepared to show them around the bikes, to talk to them. I mean, we had some great outfits, some a bit fun. There were one or two with some great moustaches, some great tweed, Dickie bows, the lot. So we've got all that coming this year.
We do. There's going to be a lot of face fungus on display, hopefully, mainly with the men, but you never know. We've got the Looe Lions, who have kindly helped to get everybody parked, because it's so much bigger this year as well. So there will be more for everybody to do at the end. It's not a massive event, but we just want to see if this, it helps to pay back the people that came last year, and hopefully, as I said, it will build into something that people of Looe look forward to seeing this year.
I think when you've been talking about this, I've been thinking about something I'm involved in, which is the Plint Young Farmers Tractor Run. And they come into town, they go over the other side. And we've had about 4 years now, and each year there's been crowds, but we've built it into more of an event. So it's not just me playing music, I'm playing music at a grander scale, then more things are open and embracing it and making it so that when people do come, there are things for them.
Absolutely, and we hope as part of that the local traders will benefit from it. So when 80 thirsty, hungry bikers hit town, we hope that the local cafes, etc. We're right opposite the road from Tasty Corner, so I hope that those fellas and the others in that area will benefit from us being there. So hopefully we'll be welcome back in years. And
of course you've got the Jolly Sailor and their side, and then of course all the other ones over West Looe should you decide to do it.
There is going to be a bit of disruption, and I apologise to anybody who, particularly anyone who gets caught behind us, because we do trundle along at a modest pace. But hopefully,
it's just one day.
It's just one day.
It's one day,
and
it's not
it'll
very
be
long,
fine.
and it's a nice sight. And it's a Sunday too.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be gloriously sunny as it was last year.
It is. You've ordered that, have you?
I have, yes. That was the first thing I did.
Now, you very optimistically said 80.
Yeah.
How many have we got at the moment?
64 as of when I walked in here. So we're doing really, really well. And in fact, I checked 10 days out last year. Between then and the ride, we got 20 more registered riders. So we are bang on target. So if the 20 out there who are listening haven't finally clicked on the button yet, please do.
So we want to go up to about 80. So
yep.
Tell me how people can get in touch with you and register. Because we need people to be registered.
They have to register to join us.
Because it's an event.
Most definitely. So it's gentlemansride.com. Then you click on a button called Rides, where you can find the individual rides. You go on England and then Looe. Make sure you click on the button to register for Looe, press that button, register, and you're welcome to come along. You don't have to raise funds. We'd like to feel people are encouraged to raise funds but not pressurised. It's more about the event. So
okay, so make sure that you do funnel it down to England and to Looe, because otherwise you could end up...
Could be anywhere.
Could be in Adelaide.
Could be, yeah. I mean, perhaps if they want to, but we'd like to see them in Looe.
Okay, well that's fantastic. I am looking forward to it.
Yeah, look forward to it.
I will be there, and I'll probably do some live reels.
Brilliant.
And I'll see you there. Is there anything else you would like to mention?
No, I'm happy with that. But as I said, hopefully everybody will have a good time down there. Come along, check it out, learn a bit about what we're about, and enjoy yourselves.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, Tony, thank you ever so much for coming in today, and best wishes for the event.
Thank you. See you there.
Yes, see you then.